Cool. I don't know about you guys. You can clap your hands if you lost your mind during the pandemic a little bit, right? Just a little bit. I think we all did a little bit. For me, it manifested itself in two ways. I gained a little weight. I shaved my head. So yeah, now I look like I tried to storm the Capitol grill. The other way it manifested itself, I kind of had a, internal struggle there. I decided I'm going to go get myself a vasectomy. That's what I did. Hey, wow, one big fan of vasectomies, yes. You got one? Who said woo? Yeah, do you have one? Hell yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, do I. We're in Milwaukee, oh yeah. Oh yeah. My vasectomy doctor had the perfect name. Perfect name, Dr. Johnson. Perfect name. That's the best business card I've ever seen. Dr. Johnson, Johnson Doctor. Perfect in every way. It's a palindrome, right? It's great. I got a vasectomy because I don't want kids, and I already have 2 kids. So bury the third in the tunnel. You know what I mean, right? Just World War I trench warfare right now. Crazy. I've got 2 kids. The oldest one is turning 3 soon. So she was around pre-pandemic, and they're great. They're crazy. I need to say, fellow parents, we need to talk about something, especially white parents. We need to address something. I don't know when we started naming our kids all sorts of weird shit all the time, right? Paisley, Maley, all sorts of EIGHs, Tucker, 3Ks, I don't know. Why are we doing this? Before the pandemic, we were at a library playgroup. My oldest kid, me, kids are running around. They've got little name tags on with each of the kids' names on it. I don't know why. They can't read, so what? Kids running around, his name tag, little white boy, his name tag says D-J-O-L-E. D-J-O-L-E. I'm like, what is this kid's name? I'm really focused in on it. I was like, all right. And his mom sees me lasered in on his name. And she's like, Joel. His name is Joel. I was like, I don't think so. Lady, you named your kid DJ Ole. You better teach him to rap in Spanish. That's gonna be his job. Is he a Tostitos spokesman? DJ Ole, he does quinceañeras in Shorewood on the weekends. Wild, kids are wild. Different kid running around, his name was Jameson. Yeah, and his mom was like, oh, we named him that because that's what we were drinking when he was conceived. Yeah, I don't like that pattern. I don't like that pattern because my youngest child is named Molly, not... Thank you. First applause break of the evening. We did it. Awesome. The mom's name was Brandy, by the way, which... there's not a 12-step program to get rid of these terrible names, right? Okay. Kids are wild. So my kids are really young right now. I'm really excited, though, for them to be kindergartners. That's, I think, the perfect age. And I think that's the perfect age because I used to teach 3rd grade. And I would not go back to teaching 3rd grade, but I would teach kindergarten. I would, because kindergartners will say things to you so profound that it will fuck up the rest of your day. I was on the playground one day. I was doing recess duty. We all know recess duty, right? It's a lot like prison visitation. The entire time, it's just me going, "Don't touch me! Don't touch me!" Talking to you, Ramon. Doing that with an 8-year-old. Kids are running around. They're kicking balls. They're kicking each other's balls. It's a circus. It's a carnival of fun. Little kindergarten girl runs up to me. Cute as a button. Pigtails, hula hoop around her waist. She stops dead in her tracks. She looks me right in the face and she says this. She goes, "One time, In Puerto Rico, I saw a lady with a mustache. And then she hula hooped away. She never broke eye contact. Into the sunset. Here's the problem. That's never not in my head now. It's ruining my life. Sometimes I'll go out for like a nice evening dinner, drinks with my wife, right? Inevitably conversation will kind of come down to a lull. She'll always ask me the same question, right? She always asks me, honey, what are you thinking about? I'm gonna fucking lie to her every time. It's always, a lady with a mustache! You guys didn't know you were getting the hips tonight, but you're getting the hips tonight, you know? Makes sense. I look like someone tried to clone Ellen DeGeneres and it went horribly wrong. Different day, I was walking through the hallway of my school. I walked past the boys' bathroom door. We're going to pretend the mic's standing right here. It's the boys' bathroom door. I walk past, I get a little bit down the hallway, I hear a creak open, so I turn around, I'm like, all right, let's see who's popping out. And I just see this one little kindergarten head just go. He looks at me and goes, meet me. Then he does this thing I can only describe. It was like Jim Carrey in The Grinch. He Grinched out of the bathroom. It's a full body Grinch. He's running around like, it's wild because like he Grinched out of the bathroom and he starts approaching me in this way that only a fat little kindergartner can, right? Because his arms and legs are moving real fast. Just chugging along. He's making very little headway. He gets up to me, he's completely out of breath. He's just... I'm like, what's up, bud? What's going on? He goes, Mr. Menz, every time I see your face, I think pickles. Sweet pickles. And he leans in real close, and he goes, toot toot, sweet pickles. What the fuck were you doing in that bathroom? And can I have some? I gotta go teach math next. I need a bump. Come on. Sharing is caring, little man, right? They're wild. Kids are wild. I'll tell you this. I became a teacher initially because I grew up a big fan of reading and literature, which will surprise you when I also tell you that I also grew up in the state of Missouri. You all know Missouri, right? Missouri. Arkansas's bastard hat, Missouri. The only state Iowa gets to look down upon, Missouri. The Middle East of the Midwest. Meth and Jesus, Missouri. People from Missouri will often tell you, they'll say, America's greatest author came from the state of Missouri. They're, of course, talking about Mark Twain. Mark Twain was born in a small town called Florida, Missouri. Just the 1-2 punch of white trashy places. Florida, Missouri, that's like naming a college the University of Miami, Ohio. That's what we're doing. I'm gonna switch topics real quick because I got one last joke to tell. I'm very lucky to do comedy. I get to travel around quite a bit. I find myself oftentimes in weird places, little towns in Iowa, big towns in Iowa, the whole state of Iowa. It's terrible. It's a corn maze of Godfather's pizzas and seasonal depression. That's what Iowa is. Thank you. One person. He's from Ottumwa. That's... But I find myself in all these weird places, and so I oftentimes have to, find a way to occupy my time. And here's what I do. I often take out my phone if I'm in a weird spot, and I'll open up the app called Yelp, and I'll search for reviews of the nearest strip club. You're gonna find the best and worst of humanity right there. Here's my favorite thing I've ever read in English, in the English language. This tops the words of Mark Twain. This is a review for On the Border. Yeah, that one. by a man named Bruce M. And Bruce just writes the following. He says, "My friend got stabbed here!" Great girls. Good service. Discuss with friend. Would return and promise not to be stabbed again. 4 out of 5 stars. Hey, you guys, ready for a great show? I think you are.